Hello and welcome back to Lune Storylog, where we uncover the real stories behind the music.
It's good to be back.
You know, there's a certain kind of quiet, a really heavy silence that just fills a room when you're watching someone you love in pain.
Oh, I know that silence. It's not peaceful at all. It's suffocating.
Exactly. It's that feeling of just waiting in the dark.
Listening for every single breath.
Tonight's story is, it's a record of that exact kind of night, about a long, lonely vigil where an artist had to trust their own gut over, professional advice.
To save a life. And that life was Lulu, the artist's dog.
Right. It all started with this physical sign. The artist's notes say Lulu took this very specific position on the floor.
The prayer posture.
That's the one. Front legs stretched way out, rear end high in the air. I mean, to most people, it just looks like a big stretch.
But it's not. It's a silent scream. A universal signal for severe abdominal pain in dogs.
So, they knew something was seriously wrong. They rush to the emergency vet. It's the weekend. Panic is setting in. They get sent home with medication. And this is where the real nightmare begins. Instead of getting better, Lulu just starts to fade away.
Fade away? How?
Well, she starts drooling. She can't walk straight. And the lyrics describe it so hauntingly. She was staring through daylight like ghosts wanting to stay.
Oh, wow.
Just fixed on nothing. Completely gone.
That's terrifying. Those sound like neurological symptoms.
So the artist calls the emergency vet back, absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
And the vet's response, they dismiss it as travel stress.
Travel stress. When she's staring at ghosts? I'm sorry, what?
They were just adamant about it. Give her the medication, follow the prescription. So the artist is standing there holding this pill bottle, listening to the expert on the phone.
But looking at Lulu, who's just shutting down right in front of them.
It's an impossible choice. You're trained your whole life to trust the white coats, right?
To go against their advice feels like you're the one being reckless.
But they didn't give that next dose. They trusted their gut. They just sat up all night, counting her breaths, probably terrified they were making the wrong choice.
And that intuition.
Yeah.
It was the only thing that ended up mattering.
The next morning, they got to their regular vet. And the truth comes out. It wasn't stress. It was poison. The emergency vet had prescribed 80 milligrams of a drug.
80? Wait, for a dog Lulu's size, isn't she only about 7 kilos?
7.7 kilograms. The standard correct dose is 16 milligrams. 1/6.
Oh my God, that's 5 times the safe limit.
5 times.
That's not a small mistake. That's a massive overdose.
Exactly. So those symptoms, the stumbling, the staring, that was her nervous system crashing from the toxicity. If the artist had given her that next pill,
She wouldn't have made it through the night.
and when the hospital was confronted with this, they didn't apologize.
Nah.
They offered money. They tried to buy the artist's silence. Sign this NDA, take the settlement, and it all goes away.
They just wanted to bury it.
But the artist refused. They chose the truth. They chose to speak for the one who couldn't.
You know, there's a line in the song that it anchors this whole thing for me. Standing between you and death's open gate.
Yeah. That one stops you cold.
It just perfectly captures it. That moment, you have to become the guardian, the sound for a creature that can't speak for itself.
You become the physical barrier.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the song, it isn't just about the trauma. It becomes this promise.
A promise to keep watch.
Yeah, that she wouldn't have to face the dark alone. It's such a powerful reminder that sometimes love has to be fierce.
Now, shall we go meet this song contained in this story?
Please subscribe and like.
It started with a posture folded to the floor, like a pilgrim in prayer, asking for more. I thought it was nothing, just knots in your gut, but the silence you carried was adding it up. We drove through the Sunday past flickering signs, trusting white coats to read between lines. We made it back home, but you drifted away, staring through daylight like ghosts wanting to stay. Your eyes glassed over, fixed on the air. I called out your name, but you weren't there. The doctor said, wait, just give it time. Give her the meds, she'll be just fine. silence was heavy, I carried the weight, standing between you and death's open gate. You couldn't speak up, so I became sound, kept both your feet on this side of the ground. You were silent, I stayed there. In the quiet dark, I heard your prayer. The bottle sat quiet up on the shelf, a war I was fighting within myself. Give her the dose, the expert had said, but your shaking legs fill me with dread. If I was wrong, I'd lose you by dawn. So I counted your breaths till the night was gone. The morning light showed what my gut had known. 5 times the poison, chill to the bone. They offered me papers, they offered me gold, to bury the truth I was holding close, to sign away my rights, to let it slide. But I chose the truth, I have nothing to hide. And the silence was heavy, I carried the weight, standing between you and death's open gate. You couldn't speak up, so I became sound, kept both your feet on this side of the ground. You were silent, I stayed there. In the quiet dark, I heard your prayer. Not a miracle, just refusing sleep. It was the only promise I had to keep. I'll be your voice, I'm still